The typical idealism that accompanies another year didn't keep going long in 2020. Between the expected danger of a universal war felt by the Iran-United States strife and the genuine danger of a COVID, the previous few months have been tense. These are frightening occasions. And the internet is by all accounts loaded up with bits of gossip and falsehood, and no limited quantity of pearl-clutching lets unmistakable up the main confusion. The COVID isn't called COVID-19. All things considered, COVID-19 is the name of the infection brought about by the infection. That infection has been named SARS-CoV-2, Serious Intense Respiratory Disorder COVID-2. Consider it like it's an HIV. Helps is the name of the illness. HIV is the infection that causes AIDS. Unlike our past Wuhan influenza records, we will keep things somewhat lighter here. We'll zero in on the inquisitive side of the infection and the sickness, including some intriguing subtleties we haven't covered yet as of this composition. We are around a quarter of a year into this new scourge. Is there any genuine explanation behind panic? At first look, it appears to be that there may be. From a flat-out perspective, Wuhan influenza has just slaughtered a bigger number of individuals than SARS, Serious Intense Respiratory Disorder, which was brought about by another strain of COVID in the mid-2000s. Nonetheless, the rates tell an alternate story. As of this composition, 101,906 individuals have contracted COVID-19 and 3,465 have kicked the bucket of it. On the other hand, 8,098 individuals turned out to be sick with SARS and 774 died. Up until now, the general passing rate from COVID-19 seems by all accounts to be 3.4%. While the casualty rate from SARS was an astounding 9.6%, of course, any passings from COVID-19 are too much. However, a significant concern with respect to this sickness is the means by which effectively and guilefully it can spread. In the event that you are inside 1.8 meters (6 feet) of a tainted individual, you are viewed as in danger. That makes any tram a likely problem area for contamination. Furthermore, it can require as long as about 14 days for an individual to create indications. That makes this new infection nearly as simple to get as the basic bug. However, COVID-19 is undeniably more lethal. The worldwide economy carries on fairly like a living being. And it began 2020 with the dreadful bug. As per the World Bank, the underlying projections for worldwide development in 2020 were 2.5%. Marginally over the post-emergency low recorded in 2019. To exacerbate the situation, the COVID plague is influencing China, perhaps the most impressive economies on the planet. As indicated by a February 2020 Reuters survey of financial specialists in China, their country's yearly monetary development in the principal quarter of 2020 is relied upon to decay to 4.5% from around 6.0% in the past quarter. Much of this is because of the flare-up, and it's required to influence us all. Nonetheless, these business analysts anticipate that financial development could bounce back rather rapidly if the flare-up is adequately contained. How can this pandemic damage the economy so dramatically? Well, individuals are substantially less slanted to travel and utilize different administrations as of now since they fear being presented to the infection. In any case, we ought to anticipate that an expansion in memberships should Netflix and other streaming stages as individuals marathon watch shows while covering up in their homes.